Hello and welcome to Caramel and Coconut Tarot. This is going to be a fortnightly reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Sun sign Sagittarius. Okay, so if you're a sun sign Sagittarius, this could be the reading for you. I say could be because it's a general reading. Okay, so you must discern and decide as to whether this reading resonates with you. And it's for time period June 5th all the way through to June 18th, 2023. Okay, so it's a 2-week reading. Yeah, it's a reading for 2 weeks, a fortnightly reading. All right, so what I'm going to do is, well, I've already picked 3 cards as you can see on the screen, and I'm going to tune in with Spirit, my guides and angels, and see what we have for Sagittarius sun signs out there for this period. Yeah, so we're really focusing on this 2-week period. All right, so Spirit, what do we have? All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing calm, which is very much resonant of the Four of Swords in the center of the read. And yes, I'm doing a 3-card read as opposed to a 5-card read, which is what we did a couple of weeks ago, for those that tuned in. And so I might alternate between 3 and 5, 3 and 5. Yeah, it depends. I'll see what the universe, or how the universe, as me, would like to express itself. When I say as me, we are all aspects of the universe, is what I mean in simple terms. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting calm. Yeah, calm. They're just saying your energy at this moment in time, Sagittarius, will feel a lot more reconnected to some degree, which is really nice because I feel a lot of you have been somewhat anxious. You've been kind of almost clearing aspects of anxiety, is the way I would describe it, in your past. Okay, let's say I'm talking 6 weeks ago, maybe. It depends on each individual circumstance because this is a general read, but I'm feeling there has been in the very recent past, like approximately 6 weeks ago, a lot of anxiety. But I'm feeling that the Hierophant on the right hand side of that card, there's 2 keys at the bottom. You've suddenly found a couple of keys to unlock a little bit of calm, a bit of inner peace, if you like, which is beautiful. I'm getting Kung Fu Panda vibes, actually. When I say that, it's because when I think of Kung Fu Panda, I think of IP, inner peace, and that whole kind of flavor, if you like. I hope I'm not losing you, but yeah, that's just how it's coming through. You're like a generator for inner peace at this moment in time, which is really beautiful for you, Sagittarius. Yeah. And if we look over to the 6 of Cups, I'm going to do a bit of a dance with the cards, so just stay with me if you can. There's a nice vibe. That's all I can describe, is a nice vibe coming through with the 6 of Cups. There's a lot of I feel many of you will start to feel some pleasantries coming in because some of you have had a tough and rough time of late. Yeah, you've really been struggling, but I feel if you look at the structure in the background, it looks like a kind of churchy, castle-y type building to some degree. But it doesn't matter what it is. It's just, for what I'm tuning into, is bricks, is structure. Yeah, and bricks are just resonating structure with me, and it feels like there's a bit of structure coming to your life, which is really nice. It's kind of what you need at this moment in time, a bit of a foundational energy. Yes, that's what Spirit is saying. And I don't know if you noticed, there's a little being in the background, a little person behind that cup, that very high up cup. There's 3 characters in this card, and there's one character right at the back. That's you, actually, is what I'm picking up, Sagittarius. For this may not resonate with everyone. Please remember, this is going to be a very specific reading, but that's you going into the house, and very much kind of, it's almost like sanctuary. You're kind of going in, this is a metaphor, you're going into the house for sanctuary, okay, where you feel safe and calm and supported. So it's just a metaphor. All right, so that's someone out there maybe feeling a lot more like they've found somewhat of a sanctuary, and they feel, they feel supported. I feel like the universe is bringing a lot of you Sagittarius suns out there little signs and synchronicities and people and places and things into your life to help you feel much more supported. And they're saying to embrace it. Don't fear it, because many of you are in, or have been through a lot of fear and anxiety and may still be working through such fears and anxieties. But they're saying, open up to the love of the universe and allow yourself to experience that at this time, because love is the only way you're going to heal. And what I mean by that doesn't mean you're not past, it doesn't mean you're past all your traumas and your pains and trials and tribulations. No, they may still come up for healing. They will come up for healing for many of you, for most of you in fact, to different degrees, okay, because every path is unique. However, love is what's going to get you through all of your trials and tribulations. And that may not be in this situation. I feel like you'll actually be feeling love, feeling the vibrations of love embodied, but that doesn't always mean it's going to be this way. This may just be on a somewhat head level. Let's say you may be unlocking your wisdom, your inner wisdom, and start understanding the blueprint of love. That's also another resonance of awakening and love, and that some people don't acknowledge. A lot of people think, well, I'm not feeling good, so I'm not in love. No, there are different aspects and different phases of love, if you like, that we go through. Okay, but at the moment, I'm feeling a very kind of visceral, very embodied energy of calm, a bit more calm and mental clarity. Actually, I'm feeling mental clarity. So again, with the Four of Swords in the middle, I'm picking up calm. But also, if you look at this character in the foreground, laying prone very peacefully, there's a sense of feeling secure. You're just feeling a lot more secure. You're allowed to kind of somewhat focus your brain, let's say, or your vision. Let's say your vision, actually, for now. The word I'm getting is vision more so. It's going to be more apt. You're kind of focusing your vision with more clarity. Okay, because I feel some of you have had to filter away the unwanted. There's been a lot of maybe unwanted, unnecessary energies in your life taking up space. You just don't have the bandwidth. Metaphorically speaking, you just don't have the bandwidth. All right, you've only got like 5 in computer terms. You've got like what, a 5 meg connection, and you've been kind of bombarded with 7, 8, 9, 10 megs, which you just couldn't handle. Okay, so now you're kind of refocusing your vision into the bandwidth that you can manage. Okay, and that's a metaphor. Just, you're kind of somewhat channeling your focus into a more doable situation. Yeah, and that could be small things. And what I mean by small things is that just like simple pleasures that you may be allowing yourself to have are now you're starting to open up to, and they're starting to come into your life. So Spirit is encouraging that and saying, yeah, allow love into your life, is what they're saying. Small things, maybe just having a nice little slice of cake with a friend, something as simple as that, or going for a beach walk, okay, or going to play golf. I'm actually seeing someone play golf. Something that the energy that I'm tuning into about playing golf is someone who hasn't really played much golf before, but suddenly gets invited to go and play golf. Go and do it. Yeah, go and do it. Just allow new things, is what Spirit is saying, into your life at this moment in time, and realize love has many faces. Okay, and you're very intuitive, Sagittarius. You're ruled by the planet Jupiter, and don't forget, don't forget, some of you don't even know, but if you're into astrology, Jupiter has already, at this point, by the time you're listening to this reading, it's already shifted signs into Taurus. Okay, so it's going to be in Taurus for about, I used a bit of astrology in my readings, in my tarot readings, but Jupiter's going to be in Taurus for over a year now. So, you've got some amplification of your ruler in the earth sign of Taurus. That's going to bring in some, very, firstly, I'm getting profound insights into the nature of your own existence, which sounds very deep. Okay, basically, kind of almost like spiritual downloads, and more understanding and clarity of what you're doing here. As a human being, it's simple as. But also, it's going to expand it's going to enrich your loving experience at this time. In physical manifestation, you're going to start to feel, like I said, a little bit more calm. All right, and you're going to start to feel the simple pleasures of life again, because I feel some of you have kind of somewhat in the past, your recent past, you have, and some of you distant past, but a lot of you recent past have somewhat closed your hearts to some degree. But sometimes that's necessary because it's a bit like it's a learning curve, let's call it in simple terms. It's like, and it's not that your heart's actually closed, it's just that you're going through blocks within, your spirit maybe that you just can't express, you just can't feel, you just feel somewhat numb and just, it's almost like, what am I here for? What am I doing? I'm just a thing floating in this, you know, big sphere of space or whatever you want to call it, this multidimensional existence, having no clue of where I'm going, or in this universe, and I'm just a particle floating and I don't know what I'm doing. You may have felt all of those things, but now you're starting to feel a bit more, let's say, grounded, to some degree, and more connected to your spiritual self, your soul self, okay, which is nice. All right. It's funny because I just want to give Sagittarius, you Sagittarian sons, a big hug. It feels like you kind of need that at this moment in time. But yeah, that's coming. You're going to start feeling hugs from the universe in different ways. And again, that may be just through having a slice. It may not be a literal hug, but it might be through having a slice of cake. All right. I keep focusing on cake. Cake is resonating somehow in this reading. Someone's eating cake or going to be eating cake. Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing chocolate cake. Sounds good. Sounds good. And lemon cake. Okay, very very specific requests going on here. I hear from some of you Sagittarian sons out there. Um, anyway, Spirit, what else do we have to bring through for Sagittarius sun signs? This 2 weeks is going to be very profound for you. They're saying you're going to get a lot of insights and downloads into your like I kind of alluded to, your existence, into why you're here on some degree. And don't expect, that doesn't mean you're going to see your whole future just, pan out before you, but it just means you're just going to have a lot more stability, is the word I'm hearing, in stability and security in why you're here, and that could mean, to give you an example, if you're not, if you're a bit confused, like for me personally, sometimes I might, go through a lot of doubt, and suddenly Spirit says, look, what's your focus? Well, what is it that you really, really want? And then I look back and I look into myself and I think, love. The answer is as simple as that, love. What's your purpose here? Love. And then just that little simple remembrance, if you like, helps to keep me strong. Just reminding myself of why I'm here. Now, love is, that word love, I don't just mean romantic love, I mean in a bigger sense, consciousness, and good vibes, good feelings, and how to get there, basically. So if that being my focus, at least having that initial stepping stone of remembering what I'm here for, like I'm here for love, Doesn't mean I won't go through traumas and pains and trials and tribulations on my journey, but remembering that, because a lot of people forget, or a lot of people don't even know, haven't even found that, what their focus is, Then having that answered quite somewhat strongly in your, in your inquiry, in your process of inquiry, can be quite profound and stabilizing. Yeah. So I feel, Sagittarians, you will be feeling a lot more stable in this time, with having simple questions or simple answers to your questions that because many of you have been soul searching and have felt very somewhat lost. But Spirit are saying, you're never really lost. All right. You're never truly lost. The answers are closer than you think. It's just that sometimes, because of the nature of the shadow self, the self that isn't aware, it can get very murky and muddy and confusing. All right. Spirit are with you. Angels, your spirit guides, they're always with you, supporting you and cheering you on, okay? And I'm going to leave the reading there for you, Sagittarius sun signs, okay? So peace out. And seeing as we're on YouTube, please subscribe as you feel to, okay? So yeah, your support is appreciated, but I trust you to make your decisions in which way you go. Whether you want to subscribe or whether you want to like, it's all down to you, okay? But I just want to let you know that I appreciate you turning up. Yeah. All right. Peace, peace, peace.